Something that will always shock me about humanity is how fucking broke people can be. So I listed my car for sale on Marketplace. And I'd never sold a car on Marketplace before. Never sold anything on Marketplace. So off the rip, I get, dude, DM, just a shit ton of DMs. And I get this one dude, he's like, oh, you know, how much you asking? I'll pay that in cash. So I'm like, okay, bet. You'll pay that in cash? Where you at? And he's like, oh, I can come by today. And I'm like, okay, bet. This guy might just pay me in cash for this fucking car. I can get it sold, and then I can go get an M4. So I was hyped and shit. And then he asked me, he's like, yo, is there anything wrong with the car mechanically? I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with it. All this shit. He's like, oh, what's the vehicle history? I'm like, oh, I can send you the Carfax. You want me to get the Carfax? And he's like, yeah, that might work. Hold on. And I'm like, okay. Then he comes back and he's like, oh, I just asked my mechanic and he said he only trusts this site. This is the site that he uses. And so he sends me a link to this fucking like vehicle check site. And I'm not clicking on a link that he sent me. So I go on Google and I search up that website and it pops up on the search results. It looks legit. Okay. $40. I put in the VIN, $40. and I get the fucking vehicle report. I forward it to him. He blocks me. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? So I didn't even think anything of it. I thought something happened. It was bugging on my end. Then another chick DMs me on the same shit. She sends me some bullshit ass website that didn't look half as legit. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'm noticing a pattern. And so I go on Google and I search up and I'm like, yo, is this a scam? I basically typed in like fake vehicle search Facebook scam. And sure enough, there's a Reddit post. There's a Reddit post for really fucking everything on this planet. And yep, it's a scam. So I'm glad I used my credit card for it because apparently they steal your information and your identity and shit. So now I'm gonna have to deal with my bank and tell them not to let my identity get stolen. Yeah.